In Creo Parametric, you can perform a static analysis in mechanism dynamics in order to compute the equilibrium position of an assembly. Let's take a look at how to do that. Here I have an assembly I created for a double pendulum. I will be showing this in a dynamics analysis video later on. If you've never played around with a double pendulum, I highly recommend that you give it a shot. It is the definition of chaos in physics. And so with my double pendulum, before I jump into mechanisms mode, I'm going to create a couple snapshots here. So for example, I can create a snapshot by clicking on the drag components icon. I'll just click on the camera to capture my current position. Also, if you go to the constraints tab, we can add in some other things. So for example, I want to have a configuration in which the two pendulum bars are vertical. You can do that by editing the definition of the components and then establishing a 0 position for regeneration. But I don't want to do that. I actually don't like establishing regeneration positions. So instead, from the constraints tab here, I can choose to take two surfaces and orient them or make them parallel. You can also align two entities or anti-align two entities, but I just want to make some of the different entities parallel. So let's go to the orient two surfaces icon, and then I will select this surface, hold down the control key and select that surface, and that way we get one of the bars vertical. Let's then do it again. I'm going to choose the orient icon and let's pick this surface and then hold down the control key and pick that surface. And now those two are oriented. Let's hit the snapshot in order to capture that. So if I go back to my snapshots, here I double click to get to snapshot 1, then I have my vertical configuration. But with that second snapshot, it's got these two different constraints in here. So I am going to deselect them, hit the snapshot again, and let's rename this one, and I'm just going to call it vertical. I just don't want to have those constraints in this snapshot. So that's good. Let's click on the close button, and actually no, let's go back to snapshot 1 to begin with. Now I will go into mechanisms mode, applications, and then mechanism. And the first thing that I need to do here for my static analysis is define the gravity. So I'll click on the gravity command, and here we can see that our gravity vector is in the negative y direction. Here we have the magnitude. This looks good. I will click the OK button. When you're doing a static analysis, you can also incorporate other dynamic entities like defining different forces in the model. Also, you can use springs, anything that would end up having your model not be in equilibrium, but I'm not going to do that. And by the way, if you want to create those different entities, here's where you can put in a force or a torque. Here's where you can add in springs or dampers for your different dynamic entities. So now, before I create my analysis, I can also define initial conditions. So for example, I'll create one and I'll call IC vertical. And for the snapshot, let me choose that one called vertical and click the OK button. And then let's just create another initial condition. You don't have to do this, but I just want to show you how you can do it. Let's choose snapshot 1 for initial condition 1 and then click the OK button. So now to define our new static analysis, you can click on the analyses in the mechanism tree, and then we have the new button, or you can go to mechanism analysis in the ribbon, and let's call this our static pendulum for the name. And for the type of analysis, instead of doing a position analysis, I will change this to static. And then we can specify for our initial configuration. It can be either a current configuration or you can do a snapshot. I will use snapshot 1 to begin with. From the motors tab, we're not going to have any motors. And then for external loads, this is the important one. I want to enable gravity, and then I can click on the run button And you can see, okay, this is how it went down to that position. You can see in the chart how it was computed. Let me close the chart. I'm going to go back to the Preferences tab. Here we have a maximum step factor that you can specify. I'm going to change this from the default. You can specify a maximum step factor between 0 and 1, and when you have a lower value, you're going to get more accurate results. So let's go back to changing this to a value. Let's use a value of 0.05, and let me use the eyeglasses in order to go back to the initial position, and then I can choose Run, and yes, we are going to overwrite the previous results, and there we get to the equilibrium position. Again, you can see how it computed the different positions. Let me close the chart tool. Now I'm going to change the snapshot to the vertical choice and then hit the eyeglasses. When I hit the Run button, yes, let's overwrite. There we go. It goes back down to the least energy condition. That looks pretty good. And let's close out of here. I will also click the OK button out of there, and then we can also drag this and just move it into a different position. So let me say I'll put it like so, and then close out of here. Let me go back to the analysis that I created, and we can edit definition, and I'll change the initial configuration from the snapshot to the current position, and then we can click the Run button. Yes, let's overwrite the results. And again, it goes to the equilibrium position for our different components in this double pendulum. So that's how you can set up a static analysis in order to get to the equilibrium position for a mechanism. And in the next video, we will take a look at doing a dynamic analysis of this double pendulum, which I'm going to warn you, it's just going to be absolutely crazy. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindchill.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.